Hi, everybody. This is Cindy with Magazine Mama. I hope you all are doing well. If you're on, say hello and let me know where you're watching from. And if you're on the replay, just type replay. But in this video, I wanted to talk about 6 things that you need to grow your email list. This month, I've been talking a lot about email marketing, and I posted inside the Facebook group if anyone had any questions. And a lot of you are saying that you really want to learn how to get started growing your email list. And so I put together 6 tips. At the beginning, I started out with 3 main things that you need, and then I thought, oh, there's a 4th one, 5th. So it grew to 6 things. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if you have any questions while I go through this, feel free to post in the comments. And if I don't see them now on the video, I will try to answer them later on. So just wanted to say welcome. And I always like to preface this with why I think people should be using email marketing, especially in your photography business, because it's one of the things that I use in my business to help me stay in business when all my other competitors were going out of business, it seemed like, because email marketing is just the main thing, the main form of marketing that I use in my business. So it's one of the best ways to grow your photography business because you can be really specific with your ideal client and be specific with who you get on your list and what you say to them and when you say it to them. It has a huge return on investment. Some stats show that for every $32 for every dollar spent, you get $32 in return. And it can be a lot more effective than social media because, as we all know, when you post on social media, we can't guarantee that people are going to see our posts. And now with emails, I'll be honest, it's not as guaranteed that people are going to see your email because emails do have an algorithm just like social media does. But there's a lot better chance that you can get your email seen by people. And there's some strategies that you can do. If they don't see your email, for example, you can resend it, and different things like that. So some other reasons is that email communication helps build your brand. It helps you stand out from your competition because I work with a lot of photographers and I know a lot of photographers are not using email marketing, especially in the way that they should, that's most beneficial to them. So definitely if you can start building your list and start learning email marketing, you'll definitely be able to stand out from your competitors. And then finally, another benefit is that you own the list, whereas we all know that social media, we don't own the platforms and those can be taken down or removed at any time. But with an email list, that's something that you own. So that's an asset in your business. Now, what you need to grow your list. So the first one is you need to know who your ideal subscriber is. Now, that's because you need to know what type of content to send them, what they're interested in. And I know that's a big thing with photography and the photography business is knowing who your ideal client is and niching down, because I know a lot of photographers focus on a lot of different types of photography. And within each of those niches, you need to narrow down who your ideal subscriber or your ideal client is. So that's a very important thing because you need to know where to find them, like where to post your email sign-up form, like what platform, and how to reach them as well. The second thing you need is obviously an email platform. You can't just send out emails from your Gmail or Yahoo account because that's considered spam. So what an email platform does is help you capture the leads, create lists. It helps you segment clients or leads. You can create forms and pages. You can also schedule your emails and create autoresponders so that you can schedule your email on autopilot, and this saves a huge amount of time. And email platforms also help you track your results, and they give you your analytics, so that way you know who is opening them, like how many people are opening, how many people are maybe considering your email spam, how many people are actually clicking through, and what they're clicking through to. This is all great data that you really need to know and track. And some email platforms are MailChimp, MadMimi, ActiveCampaign, and ConvertKit. And I've actually used all of those, and they're all really great. I think MadMimi is probably the easiest one to use, but definitely check them out. And they're all, I believe MailChimp has a free option, and these are not that expensive. You can start at the very bottom option, especially if you don't have a list or if your list is small. Now, how do you get people to sign up on your list? Well, you need a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is simply something of value that you offer in exchange for somebody's contact information. Now, I'll put a link below this video because I just launched a product, which is lead magnets for photographers. And I'll show you that later on, or put it in the link below if you want a done for you option. But basically, your lead magnet needs to be something your audience wants. So you need to think about their pain points or their challenges. And it needs to be something that they deem as valuable, something they can use. You can repurpose content. You can even use your entire welcome guide as a lead magnet. You can say, sign up to get my latest magazine or client magazine. A lot of photographers use pages out of the welcome guide as a lead magnet. And if you're a subscriber of my blog post, you can take a blog post and turn it into maybe a checklist. So there's a lot of ways that you can create lead magnets. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. It doesn't have to be overwhelming or anything like that, because you might have all the content that you need right on your computer already. And then number 4 thing you need is a sign-up form. So you can use a sign-up form from your email platform, or you could create a sign-up form with software such as Leadpages. Now, there are sign-up forms and sign-up pages, like subscribe pages. The sign-up form is more like a smaller form where you can place it different places on your website. And then like a whole opt-in page is where the URL is, like when you go to that URL, you see the entire page, and you can customize the pages more. You can put photos on them and everything. And you can put photos on the forms, but there's just not that much space. So there's definitely some options for you there. If you're just starting out, I would just start simple with a sign-up form. That's why I only mentioned about sign-up forms on my numbered list here. And then this is something that's a little bit more advanced, but I do want to make sure you know, this is kind of like a bonus tip, that you need to create segments on your form when you're creating your lists. Now, recently this came up. One of the photographers asked me, like, when I offer my freebies on Magazine Mama, I always have you guys sign up to get the freebie. And if you notice that, it'll say, like, what type of photography do you specialize in? And then somebody recently asked me, like, why do I have to sign up for this all the time? I'm already a subscriber. And it's not so much that they are resubscribing to my list. It's that they're selecting which type of photography that they're interested in. That way I know the best content and the most relevant content to send to them. So the same thing applies to your photography business. You can segment your leads with their graduation date. Like, for example, if you're a senior photographer, you want to know if they're graduating, like what year they're graduating, if they're signing up for your list as a sophomore, junior, or senior. That's all important information that you'll want. You'll also want to know, like, if you're a high school senior photographer, whether it's the mom signing up or whether it's the high schooler themselves. So you could even say, are you a high school senior, or are you a mom or parent of a high school senior? And then what type of photography or shoot that they're interested in. So this would be good if you have a lot of different niches that you're focusing on. So you could say, are you interested in seniors, newborns, family shoots, like that? Or if you are a family photographer, maybe you could say, what type of family photo shoots are you interested in? Like just your kids, or your whole entire family, or are you interested in mini sessions? You know, it just depends on the types of photo shoots you specialize in and offer. You could even say, are you interested in themed sessions, and have them check that. So that way you have these different segments within your email platform, and you can send all the people that are interested in theme sessions, you can send them information whenever you have a themed shoot. That way, this will cut down on your spam rates, and it'll help your open rates grow because people are actually receiving emails with content that they're actually interested in. And then the last one is the wedding date. Obviously, if you're a wedding photographer, you need to know their wedding date, first of all, to make sure, whether or not you are booked or not. And then you can also use this data to personalize the email towards them. Now, the number 5 thing that you need is a way to deliver the lead magnet once you have decided where your lead magnet is. So you can upload the file to a site like Dropbox and then set up an autoresponder to deliver it on autopilot. So basically, you would send out an email and then there would be a link to the Dropbox folder, very similar to how I do on Magazine Mama. And then the 6th thing you need is traffic. You need visitors to your sign up form or page. Otherwise, no one's going to see it. So you can put your form on your blog and then send traffic to your blog, send visitors to your blog. You can even link it on your social media accounts. So these are the 6 ways that the 6 things you need to start growing your email list. And hopefully this has helped you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm going to go in here and see who's on here. Oh, hi, Cassandra. Cassandra says, you're seriously the only person I follow. Clear and concise information. Thank you. Thanks, Cassandra. I appreciate that. I try. And Annie. Hi, Annie. Great to see you on here. I'm going to check and see if anybody else has any other questions that I'm not able to see on here. Hopefully this has been helpful. Yeah, I don't see any other questions right now. So again, if you're watching this on the replay or on another page and you have any questions at all, feel free to post them or email me at info@magazinemama.com. And I will also leave a link below this to some of my email resources for photographers. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.